Ladies and gentlemen, this is a YouTube show in which you are brought Slot Machine Sunday, Money Cards Monday, Tic Tac Tuesday, Whammy Mania Wednesday, Thundercracker Thursday, and Flinging Dice Friday and Saturday Superstarcade. Also, wrestling news from Raw, NXT 2.0, AEW Dynamite, NXT UK, Impact Wrestling, SmackDown and 205 Live, and AEW Rampage, and special episodes from Road and Up, Cyber Swaggin', and the philosophies of Lee McLeese. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the YouTube show of fun, of knowledge, strategy, luck and daring, and mental shenanigans. This is WEML-TV Channel 77. And now here's the host of the show, live from New Bedford, Massachusetts. It is none other than Eric M. Lima. Thank you very much, Mr. Announcer, for that lovely intro. Hello, everyone. This is your friendly neighborhood, bumbling Bofa Raver himself. That's right, the five-time Bumbling Bozos Bozy Awards nominee, Eric Lima here, hosting a YouTube show that could be a nominee in the future, WEML-TV Channel 77, episode 950. What's going on February the 8th, 2022, 2:27 p.m. What's happening? 50 episodes away from 1,000. Unbelievable, right? Well, we're going to keep right on going. A slight change when it comes to my event centers that I do. I usually do a recap of what happened on Raw last night, NXT, AEW Dynamite, Impact Wrestling. Unfortunately, due to financial situations in my family, we had to cut out the digital cable portion of our TV, so we're going back to basic cable. So unfortunately, I have no longer be able to watch Access TV that airs Impact Wrestling. But the good news is, though, however, there's an other side of the coin. You know, they say in every dark cloud there's a silver lining. What silver lining is? I can still watch it online. That means I can still. That means But here's another silver lining. I can pay attention more to Rant and Rave. Rant and Rave on Thursday nights. So that's the that is the silver lining. But I can still watch Impact online. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm still going to watch Impact. I'm still going to give you the Event Center and Impact. So that's the only thing. I can't watch it live no more because I no longer have Access TV. But the channel is gone, unfortunately. So it was a good run that I had with the digital cable thing. But, we have to save money because ever since everything happened in December, my family getting hit with COVID, my father was in the hospital for almost a month, the whole entire month of December of last year. Unfortunately, that was a couple months ago. Unfortunately, we have to cut back a little bit. So, but good news is I'm still going to be online, and I can still watch Impact online. So that's probably the best, probably the good news. So, like I said, dark cloud, silver lining. That's all there is to it. I'll still be able to bring you Impact Wrestling. But, also I can really do my major focus on Rant and Rave every Thursday night now. I don't have to worry about going and write stuff down. Hold on just a second here. I look like a total idiot and all that. So, wait, guys. Okay, and so that's probably the only good news I have. So that's the only news I got for right now. So, unless things happen, unless a miracle happens, things change. That's the way it's going to be. So, but like I said, I'll still attempt to bring you guys Impact Event Centers, maybe for later on in the episode, later on for Fridays. So be well aware of that. So don't worry about your pretty little heads about that. So I've always tried to give. It's like I can watch the whole thing without being interrupted. Like, what did they say? I had to watch it on closed caption anyway. Kind of aggravating sometimes when you're trying to do this show. You're trying to rant and rave and watch Impact, and you have to pay attention. You have to lower the volume, or else Brandon Martin will get caught with a copyright strike and everything else by Impact, and it's really crazy. So, kind of a good thing, anyways. So, you know what? Blessing in disguise. Big deal. No big deal. That's the way it is. All right. But what I can still do, I still have access to USA Network or Monday Night Raw. I still have the HD versions of the USA Network and SyFy. Actually, SyFy, Raw last night was on SyFy for 2 weeks because of the Olympics that's been going on the USA Network. So a lot of that. It started off with the Alpha Academy Academic Challenge for the final round, the quiz round, as Chad Gable put it. And RK Bro, if RK Bro wins, they get a tag team title shot in the future. And I'll tell you, it had 9 questions, and 9 questions. RK, on the final question, Chad Gable got it wrong. Shush! I like the way he said it. They should have a shirt as Chad Gable going, shush! It was totally wild. And it's like, that should be a new Chad Gable t-shirt. Shush! Oh, it's funny. And then Matt Riddle, I am impressed with Matt Riddle and his quiz answering, and I'll tell you, even Randy Orton answered a couple of questions correctly, which is really, really cool. But in the end, Arcade Bro did win. Then, so as Arcade Bro was celebrating, they were out of the ring. Street Profits came out, interrupt the complaining Alpha Academy, who complained about it. And then the Street Profits went against Alpha Academy in a tag team matchup. In the end, Alpha Academy did beat the Street Profits. Alpha Academy wants to keep that momentum train rolling as the new Raw Tag Team Champions. So at least Alpha Academy's got that going for them. MVP introduced. Now, Raw took place in Denver, Colorado. That's where Bobby Lashley's from. Took place, and everybody gave him a nice ovation. And then Bobby Lashley was determined to go in there, defend his title in the Elimination Chamber, and walk out with it. And now that Brock Lesnar's chosen Roman Reigns due to what happened at the Royal Rumble, like I said, it's going to be very interesting if Brock Lesnar ends up winning the Elimination Chamber. That's probably the last major roadblock to WrestleMania. So, and also announced for the Raw Women's Championship, the winner of the Becky Lynch-Lita matchup will face the winner of the Elimination Chamber matchup. Former Women's Tag Team Champions Rhea Ripley and Nikki Cross is in there. Bianca Belair and Liv Morgan is in there. Also, Doudrop with one spot left open. A lot of people are saying, who has that spot? Could it be Asuka? Could it be Bayley? Could it be anybody? But I guess we'll find out who that person is in the upcoming weeks. Alexa Bliss has another session with a psychiatrist. Bliss was crying when she had to give Lily back, even though it's the Lily, not real Lily. A little bit more on that. AJ Styles went one-on-one with Damian Priest in a championship contenders matchup. Whoever wins this match, if AJ wins this matchup, he may have a United States title shot in the future. And it was a heck of a matchup. AJ Styles did win the matchup. Didn't cheat, didn't do nothing. So it was a clean matchup. So, and next week he gets that title shot against Damian Priest. Now, Miz TV had to guess the Mysterios, and Miz was taunting the Mysterios how he was able to defeat Dominic, and then Miz got jealous about the fact that Rey Mysterio was on the cover of WWE 2K22, and but then Miz was insulting Rey a little bit more. Dominic stood up for his father, and one we go again. He said, "You're taller, aren't you? Are you really Eddie's son?" And that's what sent Rey Mysterio over the edge. And they had the matchup: Dominic Mysterio versus the Miz. Maurice was in Miz's corner, obviously. Rey was in Dominic's. And then Maurice got caught tripping Dominic Mysterio. And so a referee ejects her to the back. While in the meanwhile, Miz goes off the ropes and Rey Mysterio trips him. Referee didn't see it. Dominic took advantage of the situation, and Dominic did win the matchup. Mr. McMahon was talking to Austin Theory about his matchup against Kevin Owens. Once again, and trying to motivate Austin Theory. Austin Theory says, "Gotcha, boss," and goes out. Women's action, Bianca Belair, the EST of WWE versus Nikki ASH, almost a superhero. Bianca Belair did win the matchup. Maybe a losing streak and turn Nikki ASH into that psychotic person again that she was when she was Insanity. Our true Tamina and Akira Tozawa are still trying to find the 24/7 champ Dana Brooke, who thanks to Reggie's help, outsmarted them. And then Dana Brooke was so happy that she had a friend, Reggie. Reggie's got an ulterior motive. Become 24/7 champion. She kissed Reggie on the cheek, which I know was really sweet. a sweet moment. But Dana, you gotta realize, sweetheart, sometimes, people got an ulterior motive, and Reggie's ulterior motive become 24/7 champion again. We'll see about that. Kevin Owens went one-on-one against Austin Theory, and this time around, Owens did get a revenge on Austin Theory, picking up a victory. RK Bro was talking about the Elimination Chamber, Seth Rollins. In fact, Riddle was so excited about winning that, he said, listen, we'll celebrate, have a Broga party and all that. But Randy goes, dude, you got a huge opportunity of a lifetime here to be WWE Champion at the Elimination Chamber. But let's focus on Seth Rollins first. Let's focus on Rollins first, and we'll focus on everything. We'll worry about everything else later. And then Matt Riddle goes, you're right. I think Randy Orton's trying to be a mentor, very smart indeed, and that's a good idea. Lita came out to the Denver crowd to address her match against Becky Lynch, but before that even happened, Veer Mahan is coming to Monday Night Raw. Now, Veer Mahan, his real name is Rinku Singh. He used to be the $1 million arm pitcher for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Who knew, right? Who knew that former major leaguer could be a WWE superstar? It'd be very interesting to see who Veer Mahan, when he makes his debut, to go after first. And then Lita talks about her matchup at Elimination Chamber against Becky Lynch. I think this is the first time Lita is going to go overseas to Saudi Arabia. And Becky Lynch interrupts, and Becky Lynch says, well, now there's without Lita, there's no Becky Lynch. Now there's a Becky Lynch, there can be no Lita. It looks like Becky Lynch wants to take Lita out, and then both women fight it out, and Lita stood tall in the end as Becky Lynch escapes with the title. Kevin Owens talking to Anna Pierce, telling you DeVille, say, hey, listen, I want to be in the Elimination Chamber. He says, no, spots are filled up. We're sorry. And Sonya Deville's arm in a sling after Ronda Rousey almost broke her arm off. And before that, Alexa Bliss, before the next matchup, Alexa Bliss was talking to a psychiatrist about her anger and how she deals with her anger. And Alexa Bliss tells the psychiatrist a few stories about a few situations that happened to her and how she dealt with their anger issues there. Like somebody cut her off in the car, somebody cut her off in the supermarket, that type of deal. Liv Morgan went one-on-one with Doudrop and tried to take the momentum going into Elimination Chamber. Bianca Belair did that against Nikki Cross earlier that night. Doudrop beat Liv Morgan. Looks like Doudrop maybe the, no pun intended, heavy favorite going in the Elimination Chamber. But you got that wild card. Who will be that sixth person, that final person to enter the Elimination Chamber? That person could have the advantage because no one knows who the individual is. Could it be Lacey Evans, who has done went to Saudi Arabia before against Natalya? Could it be Bayley? Could it be Asuka? Could it be Io Shirai? Could be anybody. Who knows for sure? And so the main event, Riddle versus Seth freaking Rollins, and during that matchup, Kevin Owens, who is not very happy that he can't be part of the Elimination Chamber, attacks Riddle. And attacks Riddle. Referee saw that. Riddle wins by DQ, disqualification. Orton also got involved, RKO's Kevin Owens. And so Adam Pearce says, let's make this thing a tag team matchup. RK Bro, former tag champs against Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens. And with Kevin Owens and Seth Rollins picking up the victory over RK Bro. Seems like Randy Orton and Riddle may have a lot of work to do in order to gain momentum. I think Randy Orton's going to need to teach Riddle a few things or two. All right, that is all the time we have on the show, episode 950 of WEML-TV, Channel 77, the Raw Event Center for February the 7th, 2022, last night. Tonight, it will be NXT 2.0. A lot of matches going on. I believe the Women's Championship is on the line tonight. Mandy Rose defends it against Kaylee Ray. I do believe. I want to see what's on the card. What's on the card for NXT 2.0 tonight? We'll find out. I think also Tiffany Stratton going one-on-one with Wendy Chu. So let me find out. I've always liked to find out everything. Find it here. Watch them here. Raw. And SmackDown, NXT. Okay. Let's see, NXT news. And latest news. All right. All right. Here's what's going down. Braun Breaker and Santos Escobar will hold a championship summit about NXT Vengeance Day that's happening um, next week, and so that's a so there's that, and Kaylee Ray also. Let's see, for the next 2 weeks. Yep. So NXT will head to SyFy for the next 2 weeks. Also, Vengeance Day will also be next week as well. So I may have to give my picks and predictions on that. I'm really excited about. All right, tight. Okay. Mm, mm. Oh wow, that is huge. That is huge. Titus O'Neil, congratulations to you, my friend. All right, I like this. So that's what's gonna happen. Well, what I believe I've been invited um by the Elite JC tonight for NXT live reaction. It's gonna be very interesting next 2 weeks. NXT being on SyFy. That means Resident. Who knows? Resident Alien gonna show up and say, "Hey, this is fun." You know, who knows? You know. Who knows? You know, they can't bring back the ECW zombie because he's actually dead. The guy who played him, he's actually dead. I can't believe it. So, we'll see what happens, all right? So, until the next episode, play some Tic Tac Tuesday, me versus Sackboy. See how I do, all right? Peace, love, God's blessings from him above through me to you, and I will see you on the next episode, 951 of the show. All right? See ya. Peace.